Hi and welcome back to another day with our functional line. Today we will need a block, either foam or cork, totally up to you and what you have. And you'll also once again need some sort of stick or dowel. Whatever you found last week will definitely work just as well this week. So once you've gathered all of your things, pausing the video if you need to go get anything, meet me in tabletop. Finding just a little bit of breath here, a little bit of movement, especially if you have not yet warmed up your body at all. Then start with your right hand at the base of your neck. Elbow out to the side. Dip your elbow down towards your thumb, just beginning with these little thoracic twists and opening out to the right. Taking these for 10, 9, exhale on your way open. 8, 7, 6, feeling this twist right through your shoulders, through your torso. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Place everything down, coming onto the left side, left hand at the base of your neck, base of your skull, dropping down to your thumb for 1, 2, 3, 4, keeping your core engaged and strong here, 5, 6, 7, trying to move just in your spine, 8, 9, 10. Come back into your tabletop. Take your left foot out behind you. You can brace it on the mat if you need a little bit of stability. Send your right arm forward. And then once you feel stable, if you feel stable, begin to lift your left leg up off of the mat. Now remember, as we get more heavily into this challenge, into elasticity and then stability next week, you might find that you're not in a stable enough place to come into what I would say, I guess, is the most full option. The goal is to be in a place where you are stable. So if that means your toes are down, then your toes are down. On your exhale, bring your elbow knee together around your spine. On your inhale, reach out long. Together. Reach out long. 8 more. Reach for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, squeeze together. Drop everything down, this time left arm forward, right leg back, taking that same thing. Notice if your stability is different on the side. For 1, reach, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Place everything down. Sit back for a moment. Just shake out your hands and arms. We do a lot in tabletop today, so any breaks that you need on your wrists, just go ahead and take those. Coming back into your tabletop. Now this time, start to send your left hand forward and your left leg back. So just a different play on stability, using the whole left side of that functional line. Think about your core pressing up towards your spine in order to find stabilization. You'll feel the left side of your core working even harder than the right. Back toes are just touched down on the mat. Take a breath here. On your exhale, nice and slow, bring your elbow and knee together. Stretch it out. Now, if you find that this is not a possibility for you in your stability right now, I want you to go back to opposite foot and leg, because that's where your work is right now. If this is not doable, modify to something where you are working hard, but it's just a different version of what we're doing. And that's what will eventually get you to the stability on one side. So draw together 2, reach, 3, reach for 4, reach for 5, 6, feel your right glute working, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Drop everything down, move around as you need to, and then shift your weight over to your left foot. Send your right foot back, just toes tap. No need to be all the way up quite yet. Find your stability here. And on an exhale, start your count, drawing together for 1. Out, 2. Out. You might notice, like I have, your stability might be a little different on each side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one for 10. Reach out and put everything down. Sit back once again, shake out your wrists, shake out your hands. Coming back into your tabletop position. Left hand, left leg again. This time just picking up a little bit, still keeping your fingertips down on the floor, your toes touching. And we're doing a little half crawl motion here. So together, your left hand and your left knee are going to come forward and tap down, and come back and tap down. Forward tap, back tap. This gentle little movements bringing you back and forth, thinking about the fluidity that we've been talking about this week. 5, forward, and back. 4 more of these. Forward, 3, forward, 2, forward, 1. Back into center. Right hand and right knee prepare. And once again, forward, back for 1. Forward, back for 2. Keeping as light and fluid as possible. Back for 3. Forward, back for 4. Notice how your shoulder and hip have to move a little bit to stabilize you. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, tap for 10. Back into tabletop. Now this time picking up your left hand and your right knee. Once again, that little lightness. Find stability in your left leg, your right hand. Same crawling motion, but this time it's opposite foot and leg. So right knee, left hand, come forward and back. Think about getting your hand to your knee and your knee to your hand. Forward and back. Let your whole body shift as you do this. And back. This is 4. Back. 5. Back. 6. Back. 7. Back. 8. Back. 9. Back. Last one, 10. Ground it, and then come back into your tabletop. Pick up your right hand, your left knee. Same thing here. And I hope you notice on this side, it's interesting, we think about crawling as being such an easy task, and it's a really primal thing for our bodies to be able to do. Most of us haven't done it in quite a long time. And moving the hand and the knee in the opposite hand and knee, it's called contralateral when you're moving a hand to the opposite foot and vice versa across your body. That can be skillful, and it's a huge part of keeping stability. So right hand, left knee, tap forward and back. Forward, back. 3, 2, 5. I started counting wrong. 7. There we go. 8. 9. Last one. 10. Back into your tabletop, back into center. Shake out your hands a little bit. Start to stand all the way up on your mat. Take your arms, swing them a little bit by your sides. Start to send your right arm forward, left arm back, and switch. Taking these little swings. And notice the swing all the way through your torso. So you're not keeping your torso still and just moving your arms. I want you to notice that your shoulders are attached at your thorax, at your spine. So to move your arms fully means moving your shoulders. And to move your shoulders means to move your spine. Your whole body is connected. Full reaches. Just getting this little momentum going, that little free energy as you let your body bounce back and forth. Great little example of elasticity here. A few more. 3, 2, last one, each side, and down. Lean down, grab onto your stick. Bring your stick behind your head. Feet about as wide as your mat. And you'll recognize these movements from last week. Same movement this week. Start to bend into your right foot. Cross your left hand over towards your right foot, making any adjustments that you need to, and just staying here for a beat, staying here for a breath. Ground into your left foot. On your inhale, lift all the way up. Take the opposite side, bending towards your left foot. Right hand towards left foot. Inhale all the way up. So now that you have that motion, and notice that as we go through this, your body will get warmer. So just give yourself a little bit of a break, a little bit of gentleness. If you feel like this felt a lot different last week or feels different this morning, just be with the pose, be with the movement, and see how it goes as we do it. So taking 1 to the right, up to the left, up, good, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, good, keep going, 4, adjust your feet as you need to, as you move, and feel your torso squeezing, tightening, shortening to pick you up, and lengthening to let you go down. That's that whole line. I think this is 8. We'll go with that. 9, 10, 10. Good, stand up. Let your stick drop. Stand back up into the center of your mat. Now, I was talking about that contralateral movement. Finding a little bit more contralateral movement here. Take your right foot, and we'll be lifting the right foot up and tapping the left elbow toward the right knee. They do not need to touch. If your leg needs to stay straight or bent, that's totally fine. Try not to hunch over. Keeping your spine tall, feeling the squeeze through your entire front functional line as you press in. And what happens is then your back functional line, we are asking it to contract, to get shorter, to pull you back up into that standing position. This is where that elasticity again comes in. So taking 10 of these on each side, think of it less as a kick, more of a controlled motion up and down where you're thinking about shortening and then lengthening fascia. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, controlled on the way down, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Switch sides. Right elbow, left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back onto the right side. This time we'll kick and then step the kicking foot back into a lunge. Now, some of you may have been doing this already for some stability. As you kicked, you stepped a little further back. We're just purposefully deepening this. Once again, if you're very unstable kicking and coming back into that lunge, maybe you shorten a little bit. Make it right for where your body is today. So taking the right foot first, kick, lunge. Now notice when you lunge, you're twisting the other way. Kick, lunge. That's 2, 3, 4. Look for some free energy here. 5. A little bit of almost momentum, but controlled momentum. 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back into center. This time left leg kicks for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back into center, shake your legs out. Grab onto your stick. Place that stick right behind your shoulders again. Back out into your straddle. Take a moment of breath, set yourself up. And start taking left hand to right foot for 20. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, almost there, 18, 19, last one, 20. Stand all the way up. Let your stick drop down. Maybe set it carefully down. Step your right foot forward, find a low lunge. Just a little bit out of this low lunge, that 10 or 20% that we've been talking about through this week so far. Making sure that the muscles are supported, that the fascia is supporting itself, is able to contract. Just taking a few more breaths here. And start to reach up. On your exhale, you're going to bring your left hand towards your right foot and swing your right arm back behind you. Inhaling straight up. It's a little fluid motion here. Inhale up. Exhale, arms swing, leaning forward. Inhale up. Exhale, swing. Let's start to make that a little more fluid. Arms swing. Engage your glute on the way up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight up. Send your left hand, behind you to your hip. Take a stretch of your right hand back towards your left foot. This little kind of twisted camel happening. And your left hand could be on your hip still. It might be back on your knee. Lengthening out that front fascial line. One more breath. And back up into center. Pull yourself back into a little knee sit and switch sides, left foot forward. Settling into this low lunge. Few breaths, noticing where that stability is. Use your inhale, reach up. With your exhale, right hand comes down, left arm swings back. Little twist. Inhale up. Back, making it fluid. This is 4. Backside squeezes to lift you up. Squeeze back. 8, 9, last one. Coming back up. This time, right hand to your right hip. Left arm reaches up and over, lengthening through your front functional line. And this is, of course, also some of your superficial front line, some of your deep front line as well. And start to move your way out. Bring both of your knees together. Step back, shake out your wrists. And come all the way to the back of your mat. Knees right on the back of your mat. Lighten your left hand and your right knee. And taking those same little crawling motions, but this time we are actually crawling right towards the front of the mat. And see if you can do so just very consciously. Right knee and left hand move forward and place. Right hand and left knee move forward and place. Left hand, right knee, place. Right hand, left knee, place. Great, now opposite. Right hand, left knee, back. Left hand, right knee, back. Right hand, left knee, back. Left hand, right knee, back. Great, do that crawl forward again. See how stable you can be on that crawl and bringing it back. Awesome, meet in a tabletop. Sit up, shake out your hands, just testing out a little bit of that stability, a little bit of that elasticity again. Coming back into your tabletop. Left hand, right knee, get light. And not crawling this time, just doing those taps, forward and back, forward and back. Now I want you to notice your core, your abdomen, squeezing in across your body in that X as you come forward. And the back of your body squeezing in that X from your left shoulder to your right hip as you come back. So left shoulder, right hip, squeeze together in front, then they squeeze together in back as you're tapping this. And that's that elasticity, that ability for the front functional line to squeeze as the back lengthens. And then for them to do a quick switch and change the jobs that they're doing. One more tap. Come back to center. Right hand light, left knee light. Tapping forward and back, forward and back. And just noticing this wonderful complementary thing that happens in your body. And if you're a little bit unstable, if this does not feel like a fluid motion to you, that's why you're doing this. That's why you're training your fascia this way. Because eventually it will feel more fluid because you've taught your fascia to communicate better with itself. 2 more. And back to tabletop. Sit back, shake out your hands. Grab onto your block, lie all the way back. Place your block right between your knees. Flex your feet, create this 90-90 degree between your feet, your knees, and your hips. Bring your arms out into a T. On your next exhale, slowly drop your knees and your block over towards the right. Don't rest all the way down. Use your inhale to pull back up Again, maybe noticing the back line of your body from your hip to your shoulder. That X tensing and lengthening as it needs to. So the X lengthens here and then pulls itself together to pull up. Do the right side again. Right, back to center. Left, back to center. So this is core work, but it's also back work. It's also that functional line's responsibility to keep you stable here. It keeps you, along with the spiral line, from just collapsing over into that twist. So this time, send your left leg up towards the ceiling. Right leg stays in that 90-90. Drop everything over to the right. Before you touch, reverse it. Right leg up, left knee bent. Go over to the left. And before you touch, find that little rebound. Switch feet again. Go to the right. Rebound to center. Left. Rebound to center. This time, both legs come along. It's making that rebound just a little bit harder. Adjust your block as you need to. Go to the right. Rebound up. Left. You might feel your back pop. Center. Right. Center. Left. Center. Awesome. Bring your block all the way up between your feet. If you have a cork block, this might be where you're kind of regretting not having a foam block. But you're strong. You can do it. All right, bring both feet over to the right. Rebound up to center. Left. This is it. Up to center. Bring your block down. Give yourself a nice full body stretch. Bring your knees up into your chest and drop them over to the right. Just a passive little supine twist here. Few breaths. And come back into center. Switch sides. Allowing your body to start really resting down. So to come back into center, find your Shavasana for the day. Feel your legs lengthen. Your torso fully supported now by the mat. Stay as long as you need. Thank you for taking class with me today. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. The light in me honors the light in you. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.